Welcome to our 2 cents. Welcome to our 2 cents.
Welcome back. We're doing it again here at Raxo Studios with your host, Oscar. Welcome to another week of reality check. We are here, and you know what? Last week, I don't regret anything I said last week. I mean, throughout the whole week when I made my clips, I was all thinking about her, and I was like, ooh, I probably shouldn't say this. But I did. But it had to be said, at least from my angle, it had to be said. I mean, most people won't understand it because they are living the life that society wants them to live. They're living a life where you can't judge anyone. Look, I'm with everyone. You cannot judge everyone. But there are certain aspects in life that people do or that people commit or the people act that sometimes needs to be judged. I mean, if we can't judge anybody in life, then if somebody commits a crime, why do we have a court and why do we have a judge? Why do we have a whole courtroom where they go in there to judge people based on what they've done? I mean, if we're going to get rid of judging people how they act or how they are, then we should get rid of judging people in the courtrooms. And we should, if we saw them do it, they did it. Why the fuck are we judging them? And also, I don't understand the fucking court system. Can somebody fucking explain to me the court system? This is 2 minutes. Can someone explain to me the court system? How the hell does that even work? Like, first of all, I thought nobody was above the law. And when you go to court, don't fucking say something wrong to the fucking judge because, oh my God, you're being so disrespectful to the honorary court. Honorary for fucking what? Just for you sitting there and judging people and putting people in jail? Like half the fucking time, at least I'm going to say more than half the time when somebody is in a courtroom, it's more than likely your fault. You're there for a reason. Now, I understand and I comprehend that there's going to be a wrong place, wrong time. And that does happen. I get it. And for those people, I feel. But 9 times out of 10, you're in the courtroom because you did it. You did something. You pissed someone off. You were an asshole to someone. You were a jerk. You were a dick. You robbed. You stole. You did something. You fucking bitch slapped somebody. And that's why you're in court. People don't understand that, right? So if we're going to stop judging people, I may also recommend to get rid of courtrooms. Let's get rid of courtrooms because that's what we're in there to do, to judge people. That's why you select a whole panel of fucking people that will decide the fate of the criminal or of the person being accused, right? Sometimes people need to be judged just so they realize that they're acting like idiots, right? And I did a lot of judging last week. I did. You know what? And there was some nice people to those people that came out and say, hey, you're right. You're so funny. Why, thank you. I really thank you from the bottom of my heart because I'm not going to thank you from the top because that's mine. All that's mine. From the very bottom where there ain't shit, where all the fucking spiders are at, that's where I thank you from. No, but I do thank you. I'm very thankful. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button after I suggested it to people. And people did. We are back at 85 subscribers. Look at that. Just look at that. We worked, and we got back on track. And we are here. But anyways, speaking of what I was complaining about last week, I complained about it last week a lot about the Olympics, how they were acting and all that, right? And this week I'm going to complain about this because I'm sick and tired I'm sick and tired and disgusted. And the way people fucking pretend like old times were better. I am in no way, shape, or form content with this. Because this is, somebody posted, I forgot what they posted on Twitter. Right? And this is what I came across. So I came across a post on Twitter that was talking about how, let me back up a bit. I think this is from like the people in the 70s. Oh shit, wrong one. See, I don't even know how to scroll this shit. Okay, oh, that's how you scroll. I forgot how to scroll. But anyways, I think this is from like the 70s. If we look at this picture, yeah, I'd say 70s. Whatever, we'll go 70s. This is the generation says, we are a generation that will never come back. A generation that walked to school and then back. A generation that did their homework alone to get out ASAP and play in the street. A generation that spent all their free time in the street with their friends. A generation that played hide and seek when dark. A generation that made mud cakes. Well, okay. A generation that found, collected, and washed and returned empty Coke bottles to the local grocery stores for 5 cents each. Well, sucked. You could get 10 cents now. Then bought a Mountain Dew and a candy bar with that money. A generation, yeah, you can't do that. A generation that made paper toys with their bare hands. A generation who bought vinyl albums on record players. A generation that collected photos and albums of clippings of their life experience as kids. A generation that played games and boards on rainy days. A generation whose TV went off at midnight after playing the national anthem. A generation that had parents who were there. How were they there if they let you play in the streets? I mean, I don't know. A generation that laughed under the covers in bed so parents did not know we were still awake. I mean, my kids still do that. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. A generation that is passing, and unfortunately, it will never return no matter how hard we tried. I love growing up when it was the best of times. Now, having read all that, having read all this, yes, you definitely are that generation. But you forgot to mention that you are also the generation that fucked it all up for every single one of us that was born 10, 15 years after you think you were the greatest generation. I don't understand. See, this is what I wanted to talk about. And this is where, last week, this is where it was, right? Last week, I wanted to talk about how people love taking credit for other shit. How people love pushing the credit onto somebody else. This is the fucking people that are talking about, oh, the generation that did this, this generation will never come back. Well, what the fuck? Aren't you the fucking parents of the generation that you're fucking complaining about? What the fuck are you complaining about? Oh, this is not going to happen anymore. Well, guess what? You fucking did it by allowing some of us to become fucking bitches during the fucking time that we were growing up, because you are the parent of the generation that you're fucking complaining about. How are you going to sit there and say, we are not going to have this generation ever again? How are you going to sit there and say that? How are you going to sit there and fucking say, oh, this won't ever come back because you guys. No. Stop the fucking bullshit and stop pointing the fucking finger. You people that are saying this generation will never come back. You are the ones who fucked it all for everyone. And I'm speaking about economically because that's where everything fucking trickles down from. Your generation is the one that has most of the money now. I mean, what the fuck are you talking about? You're the one that fucked it all up for every single one of us that are now fucking pushing it to fucking make something out of fucking the bare minimum that we get. I mean, what are you complaining about? You did it. Aren't you happy with your results? Now you're fucking gonna sit there and say, this generation of kids. Bitch, you're the fucking parents of them. See, I've had this experience with people. I met people that have children, right? I met a lot of parents in my time. I met some parents that are fucking complaining about their kids. And their own answer is their answer to their complaint is, well, the question that they ask themselves, I don't understand why this generation of kids nowadays. Isn't that your kid? Isn't that your child? What the fuck are you talking about? You don't understand the generation of kids. Don't you fucking have discipline? Don't you have the fucking rules set in place so that the child learns some fucking discipline in their fucking life? I mean, people love pointing the finger. You know what? And this fits perfectly in this other fucking subject that I've had, right? People love fucking taking credit for others. Just like fucking some people that are watching the fucking Olympics now, and let me just use Guatemala for an example, right? Let me use Guatemala for an example. Apparently, they won their first gold medal ever. Okay? So what do people do? Oh my God, yes, it's because Guatemalans are so good at what they do. It's because they try hard. No, bitch. Most of you are not in the fucking Olympics. There's only a selected few number of people in the fucking Olympics. So how can you sit there and say it's fucking great that they won because they're fucking Guatemalan, so therefore Guatemala's the best? I mean, that person that won the gold medal is the best. Definitely, for sure. But everyone else, you're all a fucking bunch of losers that are sitting there trying to take credit for that person's accomplishment. Just like people love saying, my team, we played. The fuck you played? You didn't play shit. You haven't fucking ran since you fucking graduated high school. And that was over fucking, I don't know how long ago I graduated, like over 15 years. Longer than that. It's almost 20 years. It's probably 20 years. I don't even know. But it's been a long time. It's been a long time since any of you have fucking done some physical activity. Now, and this is what I commented on that fucking post, right? A generation that fucked us all. Yeah, we know. Remember, you're the parents and you put all that garbage that we have today. So don't blame it on someone else. It's always been your fault. I mean, people love that shit. People love look at this. The same fucking idiot comes out and says, Mr. Common says, the good old days. Yeah, the good old days that all of your fucking adults are saying, oh, my parents suffered this. Oh, yeah, that's because you were fucking out in the street. Playing fucking hide and seek with God knows how many fucking PDF files out there. That I will never understand. That's another thing in my life that I will never understand. How can you sit there and say that your country is the best because so-and-so person won? Look, listen, your country is not the best. That person from that country that won is the best. Everyone else? Losers. Because all you're doing is sitting there and watching them win. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. But anyways, I'm glad I got that out of my chest because it had to come out. Someone has to tell these people, like, listen, Linda. You are not that good at what you're pretending to be and pretending to say that you're good. You are not that great. You don't even run. Your nutrient intake, it's not even clean for you to be saying you could possibly be an athlete, and just because that person from your country won, that makes you the best too. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It just makes you a stolen valor, if you will. That's stolen valor. Anybody agree with me that that's stolen valor for people who sit there and try to pretend that because they're from a certain country that keeps winning, that's what makes them the best? Just like most Brazilians, right? They think that they're the best at soccer. But no, not even today. Brazil fucking sucks. I remember when I used to be a loser and watch sports a lot, and I would watch Brazil play any other country. Every single other country would tremble under fucking boots because they were going to play fucking Brazil. Now everybody just laughs. That's how bad things have gotten. Brazil is no longer good. Argentina turns out to be racist. You wonder why they're fucking racist? Did everybody forget where all those fucking Argentinas came from? Most of them came from the fucking Nazis. There's whole fucking towns in Argentina that they only speak German. And now everybody's going to act, oh my God, Argentinians are racist. They say racist shit. Well, guess what? Guess where they come from. Anyways, but people don't pay attention. People, you tell them something today and tomorrow they've forgotten. Right? My team won. Look at me, I'm a loser. I sit there and watch basketball all day. Anyways, so I got some news for all y'all. All y'all. Here's something good, right? Well, not good. Let me back up. Let me digress a little bit. Here is something that you all need to know. You all need to know, well, not all, but everybody who went into Ancestry.com and took a test, and took a test to see where your lineage comes from, to see where your roots come from. As if it fucking matters where you come from. It doesn't matter where you fucking come from. It just matters where the fuck you go, really. Because at the end of the day, you can fucking do whatever the fuck you want, but the people from there, they won't be there when you're fucking dying. But I'm the loser, right? Because I don't understand those type of things. Okay, I don't understand the world. I don't understand how somebody can just submit their DNA and just give it away like that. I mean, I know for a fact that hospitals keep your children, they especially in California, they keep their DNA stored in a facility in indefinite amount of time. They keep it there just for their study, their research. But now, here's what things get tricky. Everybody who went into Ancestry.com and took a test to find out where you come from, well, guess what? As of August 2020, turns out a little company known as BlackRock now owns Ancestry DNA. So now, if you all done your Ancestry DNA, if you all check your ancestry, where the fuck you come from, where the fuck your lineage come from, right? If you've done all that, I don't ever want to fucking hear anything about the mark of the beast. Don't let them put this on us because they're going to control us. No, they want our DNA. Well, guess what? You already gave it to them. Quit the bitching. So it says, claims have surfaced online that investment firm Blackstone now has access to the genetic information of Ancestry.com customers after it purchased the family history site for $4.7 billion. Only $4.7 billion. While the deal was struck in August 2020, the theory has recently spread across forums, including conspiracy theories focused on subreddits and Twitter pages. X, get it right, bitch. Though it is not that clear what sparked the latest revival of those narratives, recent posts containing such claims have been viewed by thousands of times. Like, this is the type of stupid shit that people fucking write, right? Like, although it is not clear what sparked the latest revival of those narratives, recent posts contain such claims have been viewed by thousands of times. I mean, aside from the fact that the fucking CEO of fucking BlackRock has said you will own nothing and you will be happy. The fact that they've said that, I mean, I wonder why would all this conspiracies resurface up in the air, right? I fucking wonder. I don't get it. I don't understand why these people would think that there's a nefarious reason behind BlackRock acquiring Ancestry. I mean, I don't understand it. I might be stupid, right? Yeah, it's probably because I'm stupid. I don't get it. It's probably it. So, now, if you're wondering, right? This is a little fucking article from Blackstone website, from their website, from the fucking. This is the Blackstone is a fucking child company for BlackRock. Okay, just so you know. Blackstone completes acquisition of Ancestry, leading online family history business for $4.7 billion. New York Blackstone's, their fucking NYSE.bx. That's their fucking. If you want to buy stocks, buy them. No, well, it's already too late. They already made the money. Today announced that privileged equity funds managed by Blackstone's BlackRock Blackstones have completed their previous announcement acquisition of Ancestry.com from Silver Lake's GIC Spectrum Equity, Permira, and other equity holders for a total enterprise value of $4.7 billion. Current Ancestry investors GIC will continue to retain significant minority stakes in the company. So now they own your DNA. If they didn't already have your DNA, now they have it. And now they can really create those chips and put them in us. And then, they'll know how to trigger you. Even though they already know how to fucking get to every single one of us. I mean, shit gets to me every day. Every single day shit gets to me. But it is true, it is not a lie that fucking BlackRock acquired that place. Okay? Just remember it. I try to warn every single one of you, but nobody listens to me because why? Because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, right? I don't. I really don't. Just like fucking, I think it was 3 or 4 episodes ago. I said something. What did I say? Let me try to remember what I said. Oh, yes, I remember. 2, 3, 4 episodes ago, up to 4 episodes ago. I don't know, somewhere around there. I talked about how Venezuela was emptying their jails. No, this was actually more months ago, actually. They're emptying their jails and sending everybody to the U.S. They're sending all their criminals. It's Cuba all over again. I said it. That episode got probably like 17 views. And that clip probably got like 100 views, if anything. Oh, but don't let fucking cunt, bitch ass fucking Dr. Phil is nuts fucking say the same shit I fucking said 3 months ago and let him get fucking millions of views. What the fuck, people? Where's the support for the regular? You guys are only supporting all those rich motherfuckers that have already a platform. Those people have not done anything for you. If you vote for me, I will do more for you. I don't even know where that was going. Anyways, but this right here, this shit right here is why I will never understand the world, right? As we all know, there's conflict in fucking Russia, right? Happening with Ukraine. Russia doesn't like the U.S. We will fuck you up if your fucking bombs end up in Russia. That's what Russia said, right? They will fuck you up. We'll fuck you up, bro. No, that's a Mexican Russian. Well, I'm talking about a Russian. But anyways, well, back up. There's astronauts stuck in space still today. So they were trying to figure out how to get him back because they had something with the oxygen, their pod. I don't know what the fuck the fucking deal is. And I don't even want to read that because I'm not smart enough, but I will a little bit. We'll get into it a little bit. But the point is that these people are stuck in space. They need supplies. Guess who's the only one who can take supplies to space today? None other than Mother Russia. Mother Russia's the only one who can take shit to space for us. And they're willing to take fucking materials to space for those people that are stuck out there. Poor people, right? They're stuck out there. We want to help them. But, fucking rocket fuel is expensive, bro. I don't know. I could take 2 pounds. I could charge you per pound. I could charge you per 2 pounds. I'll give you a deal. We're going to charge you per 2 pounds. I'll charge you $10 million or Russian rubles, whatever the fuck. But they are charging $10 million per 2 pounds to take materials into space. And the U.S. is probably all just going to fucking pay it because why not? Why not? We're already giving them the money. indirectly. Why not give them to them directly? I mean, there's always a way to do things, people. Anyways, 2 astronauts have been stuck in space weeks longer than planned, believing Boeing will get their pair back to Earth safely, even as the troubled company space capsule has faced shrink problems. NASA test pilots Butch Wilmore and Sonny William offered an optimistic view of their current predicament that began last month when helium leaks and thrusters failures were discovered in the new Starliner capsule that launched into space. Anyways, there's them 2 people stuck in space, and Russia wants $10 million to get supplies to them, or I don't know how much money. You're talking about 47 million. I don't know. I saw something like that number, which I don't really want to get into. Which only I want to say is like, how is it possible? This is the only thing I wanted to say about this. That's why I wrote it down. It's like, how is it possible that we're gonna be in conflicts with somebody, and yeah, you're gonna turn around and be like, hey man, you think you can help me get this over there? Like, help me make sense of that. It doesn't even make sense in my mind. Listen, if I don't like someone, and if I'm having beef with someone, there ain't no fucking way in hell you'll ever see me talk to somebody again. You don't. Listen, when I'm your friend, I'm your friend. But when I'm your foe, don't even fucking look my way, bro. Because listen, you cease to exist. You cease to exist. So I don't understand why we're turning around and asking them for help. What about Daddy Elon? Can't Daddy Elon get his fucking rocket that can land itself back into Earth? Can't we get that rocket into space and get those people out, or get them supplies if needed? Unless space is not real. And here we go in the conspiracy. Now, look at that. So there's things that point in the direction where people are like, yeah, this is real. This is a conspiracy. But I don't know. I don't know if they paid it. I don't know if they will pay it. I don't know if those people are back on Earth. If they're not, sucks to suck, nerds. No, hopefully they get back. Safe and sound. Safe and sound. I learned why France allowed all that crazy shit during the opening ceremony, right? I learned why, and it makes perfect sense. Apparently, Macron's first lady, is not born a lady, and it wasn't feeling like a lady till 30 years because there's no pictures of her prior to that. And I mean, I don't know. This is the allegations. Allegedly, one is the other and the other is the other, if you know what I mean. It doesn't make any sense. But anyways, and I just wanted to point it out why it makes perfect sense why they would allow all that shit. But now here's what I've also learned. After all that fucking shit that they did with the fucking opening ceremony, they backpedaled. They said, whoops, sorry, we're not going to do that because we didn't think it was that offensive. No, not at all. But when that Brazilian girl fucking just says Jesus lives, they fucking fined her. They give her a fine for saying Jesus lives. Which, listen, I'm not a fucking believer in any of that fucking history or story or make-believe things. I'm not a believer in that, right? But when it comes down to like looking at the fact that these people are pushing that narrative and pushing this other narrative away, it just makes it more like what are you doing, dude? Like, why can't you have the same amount of energy for both fucking points? Keep that same energy that you had over here. You thought it was all funny and hilarious, right? Allowing that. Why can't you just allow, even if you're not okay with it, why can't you just allow it? Again, I said it. I've been saying this in 3 weeks. What about respecting what I believe in? People don't respect what you believe in. They will never respect what you believe in. Speaking of Brazil, right? Now, Brazil, and I did I talk about, yeah, I did about soccer. Damn, it's a Brazilian-filled episode today. Now, let me talk about what's happening also in Brazil, right? This is happening in Brazil. Now, I don't know if you're supposed to eat shark, but people seem that they do eat shark. But let me ask this: if most of us are afraid of sharks. Most of us are afraid of sharks, right? Well, if you weren't afraid of sharks just by a shark being a shark, now here's a new one. Now you get to be afraid of sharks. No. Now you get to be afraid of cocaine sharks. Cocaine sharks are real, people. Cocaine sharks found in waters of Brazil. Off the coast of Brazil, they did a study on different sharks. And apparently there's so much coke in the fucking Brazilian ocean that sharks are eating it now. And now you're fucking out there with a raged, hard-on, filled with blood rushing to their wiener shark. And the shark can't get it up. 2023 was a big year for sharks on coke. First came Cocaine Sharks, a B movie about mutant murderous sharks. Oh my God. And what the fuck? Talk about predictive programming. Shit. Which apparently never did the drug. A few months later, documentary filmmakers released the more sober Cocaine Sharks, which try to find out whether sharks in the Gulf of Mexico devour the many packages of cokes lost and dumped by drug smugglers. A catchy headline to shed light on the real problem. Tracy Fanara, an environmental engineer in Florida, told The Guardian last year. Fanara participated in the doc and highlighted the issue of wildlife being exposed to drugs and other pollutions. In the end, however, the evidence for coke Adler sharks was inconclusive. Scientists in Brazil report the first proof that the animal are indeed exposed to cocaine. 13 sharping sharks taken from the coastal waters near Rio de Janeiro had traces of the drug in their muscles, livers. Researchers report this week in Science of the Total Environment. So, if you were worried about sharks, now you get to worry about sharks on cocaine. And speaking about sharks on cocaine, right?
Living off the coast of Brazil, tested positive for cocaine. Scientists say it is the first time that the drug has been detected in free-ranging sharks. Researchers at the Oswaldo Cruz
Cocaine sharks!
Cocaine in all 13 of the Brazilian sharp-nosed sharks it tested.
That's what I just said.
Cocaine pollutes the sea due to sewage discharges from humans who use the drug, as well as the illegal laboratories that produce it.
So stop dumping your coke that you're delivering in the ocean. First of all, you're losing the coke. Second of all, save the sharks. Save the whales. That's from fucking Cheech and Chong, if you know. If you know, you know. But most of you won't know who Cheech and Chong are. Anyways, but we are... What a time to be alive, people. The more we're getting closer to September, the more the race ramps up. The race took a wild turn when Trump got shot in the ear. So Kamala got knocked on the door in the middle of the night. They told her, hey, you're up next. She said it with her fake smile. Oh, my God. I'm up next. I don't know about anybody else, but I just cannot stand that fake smile. I mean, I don't know if it's just me or what, but I feel like I can see right through that bitch when she's fucking lying. Even when she pretends to like someone, it just seems so fake to me. All those smiles, the way she stares at people, the way she shows all her teeth while she smiles, you know she's fucking lying. Now, I've read plenty of fucking articles describing how fucking investigators find out when you're lying, how they could tell. And one of the things that they could tell when you're lying is that you show too much teeth when you're lying. And I mean, I don't know. I would say if you showed a lot of ass, you would be lying. You would be lying if you showed a lot of ass, right? But they do it in front of your face, and yet people turn around and say, no, that's not what she meant. I mean, there's plenty. I mean, and also there's people that are saying that she's never said she's Indian. She's always identified as black. I mean, there's fucking literal clips of her saying it with her own fucking mouth. And yet fucking people want to act and pretend like, no, it's not true. She's not saying that. She never did. Call me old fashioned, but if you're from Jamaica, you can't be called black. No, black people from Jamaica, they want to be called Jamaicans. They don't want to be called black. I mean, you ever talk to anybody? Like, these people pretend like they are fucking know-it-all. I get to pretend like I know it all. So let me pretend I know it all. Anyways, Megan Thee Stallion twerks out the vote for Harris in Atlanta. In Atlanta, I can't even say that. We're about to make history. Yeah, you're about to make history because we're looking right through you. Here's the thing. We all know Megan Thee Stallion, whether she's it or a dude or she, I don't know. It's not my fucking judgment to make. It's not my call to make. I'll call you what you want to be called. Now, we know that she's fucking selling out arenas. And all of the fucking loser followers that are like, oh, it's a free show, I'm going to go. Well, I do that, okay? Only I do that. But if you put a hot artist that's selling out arenas, if you fucking tell them, hey, if you tell people this artist is going to be giving a free show, well, guess what? People aren't going to show up because they want the free show of the artist that's popular. They're selling fucking out arenas. And they're not there to see you. They're there to see the fucking artist that you brought. And it's clear as day because you could tell that right after fucking an hour, right after 15 minutes, people start fucking dropping off. And that just means one thing. They're not there to see you. Anyways, so let's read this a little bit. This is one of those that are fucking... Anyways, you're twerking for votes now. Now, this is the America where we're going to go. You know, I don't know if you ever seen the movie Year One, but I feel like we're heading in the direction where everything just gets all crazy. Everything just gets like, it's all about the sexuality and all that. I mean, I'm one for being sexual. I am very sexual. Look at me. But anyways. I don't know where we're going, and I wish I would know so I wouldn't be as scared as I am of the results that are in the next coming months. But that is what it is. People are going to do what they're going to do anyways. Yeah. Twerking for votes. That's the one we just went over. Like I said last week, right? I mentioned last week, swimming is not a sport, not a real sport, at least. I mean, like I said, you're only fucking floating in the water. You're not even carrying your weight. You're not running. You're just fucking just right there, just floating in the water. I could do that. People get impressed by, oh, this guy swam a 400 meters. Oh, very cool, dude. You floated 400 meters. That's fucking cool. I could do that. I could float 400 meters, and it's not a big deal, not a problem. I could do that with my eyes closed, as a matter of fact. Now, the other one is, here's the other one that came up this week, right? Speaking of Brazil, right? That guy probably swimming with fucking cocaine-filled sharks. That's why he fucking broke the record. I mean, so this is how people get amazed really easy. They get amazed by stupid shit. Like you're floating on a fucking board. You're not even doing anything. You're just standing on the board and you broke the record for standing on the board the longest. Wow, good job. You stood on that board standing there doing nothing the whole time. And everybody praises you. I mean, I guess you have to do the bare minimum in order to be impressive nowadays. I mean, swimmers, you dove into the water, you jumped into the water. Wow. I mean, this is all the shit that I mentioned and the shit that I could do. I can dive into the water. I can swim in the water. I can fucking ride a board in the water. All that shit that I just talked about is just floating. It requires no strenuous activity. It just requires you to sit there and float in the water. I mean, but I guess people like being impressed by nonsense. Nonsense. I think this is nonsense. I mean, surfing, all that. I mean, to me, it's just nonsense. It is what it is. But these people seem to love it. I mean, people like shit nowadays. People do. Well, social media will let you show your cock, but don't call out bullshit because that's a violation. That's a violation. When you call out bullshit, it's a violation. If you tell people that they're talking like idiots, that's a violation. But I can show my asshole, and it's not a problem. It's not a problem. As a matter of fact, I'm celebrated when I show my asshole. But don't tell people, hey, man, I don't think that's right. I think it's very idiotic the way you're fucking thinking. That's offensive. That's offensive. Right? But anyways, every single one of us was offensive all last week for the most part. Well, no, not me. Fuck that. No. I will not take credit for that, for being offensive last week. But most people were offensive last week. So it turns out that, what's that lady's name? Is it Imane Khalif? Mia Khalifa? It turns out you all misjudged her. I casted no judgment at all. I just said, if this is true, that's fucked up. And it's unfair. All I said was, if I was in a situation like that girl that walked off, the Italian girl, right? If I was in a situation that was real, I would have just laid on the floor and just be like, I'm knocked out, dude. I'm not going to take it. I'm done. I'm knocked out. Count me out. That's what I would have done. But apparently it looks like I have more common sense than every single one of you all out there, because you all can't get your shit together. So let me say that. So you're all assholes for judging someone that has high levels of testosterone. Didn't that happen to Serena Williams, whatever her name is, that tennis? That's another sport. Sport. Tennis. Like, what the fuck is that? That's like when I was playing. That's what I was playing when I was like fucking 2 years old. Like, that's not even fun. Like, people think tennis is fun. It's not. It's not. You're never going to make money out of that. You're never going to make a living off of tennis. Tennis. You have to be selected. You know why I say none of the people that would possibly watch this would ever make it into tennis? Because you don't have enough money to make it into tennis, because it's an expensive sport. Air quotes. Anyways, there's that. There's that. Here's the other thing, right? Now listen. Can we all stop all this fucking bullshit with fucking proposals, marriage proposals, like in public places? Like, what the fuck is the need for you to include me in your fucking sexual life? Why do you need to let everybody know this is the hole I'm gonna be poking? Why? Can't you just fucking do it like a fucking normal person and just go, hey man, listen, you and I, we've been together for this long, and you get on your knee if you have to, but do it in a fucking private setting. What the fuck is the point of doing it if you're all gonna be divorced in fucking a year or two? I mean, and I'm talking about this because I came across this fucking bullshit right here, right? This fucking garbage. This garbage of people. And I'm telling you, this is garbage. Because first of all, this is fucking all fucking wrong. That piece of shit That piece of shit, Hwang Ya-kyung, that piece of shit. Oh no, that's the lady that won. Sorry, not that piece of shit. her husband to be, Hwang Ya-kyung's husband to be, is a piece of shit. I'll tell you why I think this motherfucker's a piece of shit. So simple. There's nothing to it. You're a fucking asshole. Why are you taking the shine away from the person that just won a fucking gold medal? What kind of a piece of shit do you have to be and say, you know what? After she wins a gold medal, I'm going to tell her to marry me. So that way everybody's looking at us and not her. What kind of a fucking psychopath narcissist do you have to be to take away the light that she just fucking worked so hard to earn? This lady just fucking won a gold medal. And this fucking asshole, right after she gets her gold medal, she comes and says, will you marry me? Imagine being that type of a piece of shit. Hwang and partner Zhang Ziwei, South Korea, Kim Wong Ho and Young Na Young in 21-8, 21-11 in mixed doubles to cap an unbeaten run in Paris. Wearing the gold medal hung around her neck, she said yes to the wedding proposal by Li Yucheng, another member of China's badminton team. So, Li Yucheng, you're a fucking piece of shit of a human. I mean, why aren't feminists all up in arms about this? This is the type of fight that a feminist should be fucking picking, because this fucking misogynist asshole took the light away from her. Now, nobody's going to remember that she alone won her gold medal. Everybody's only going to remember that after winning her gold medal, she got engaged. Just to be divorced in 2 months. Anyways, I just wanted to get that off my chest because I really think that this is a fucking, this is a low move. This was a low move. Yes, take away the light that she's getting right now, right there. Take it away. Take it away by asking her to marry you. Yes, take it away. And listen to fucking people. Oh my God, so beautiful. I'm gonna marry her. Like, what kind of narcissistic thinking is this? Is the fucking greatest thing? Take away the life from the poor girl that had worked her ass off to win a fucking gold medal. See, this is the type of shit that I'm saying. However I think and however the world sees shit, it's fucking reversed. How are people saying that this is amazing that he asked her to marry him? This is wrong. That's completely wrong. You're taking away her light. What kind of a piece of shit do you have to be? Well, I guess you have to be that type of a piece of shit, right? No, that way. I guess you have to be that type of a piece of shit. Because, I mean, I don't understand how he thought that was a great idea. I don't understand what gave him the thinking that that was the greatest idea that you could ever come up with. This is the great idea you can come up with. I can actually do this. If I do this, yes, if I do this. Now, and I really hope that guy is this guy. I really hope that guy is this guy right before the Olympics. I wish he would have done this so he wouldn't have taken her light away from that chick. It's just wrong. Look at the guy in the background. If you pay attention to the guy in the background, right? Look at him. He's just like, what the fuck are you doing? And nobody was even expecting it because nobody reacted. They probably reacted after that dude brought the phone back up. But anyways, it's so great. That was great. That was a great time. That's why I stopped doing backflips, people, because that happened to me. That's exactly how it happened. I tried it one time, didn't work. Tried it a second time, didn't work. But anyways. Now, some people should be in the Olympics. This chick should be in the Olympic for shot put. Just in case. Let me back up because you weren't seeing it. So there's a car stuck in a curb and like a ledge about to fall. You need weight in the back. Let's add some weight. Look at that. There it is. If you've never seen somebody be as helpful as this lady, you have never lived. If you don't understand how to be this type of helpful, hey man, you're a piece of shit. You have to use yourself to be helpful. That's why I'm here to give you the news of the day, people. The news of the week, the news of what's going on in the world. Now, but anyways, I just want to watch this one right here. Let's just watch this one together. Now, I can see it happening. I can see how it happened though. I forgot to do some shit too. I gotta talk over this shit because otherwise fucking YouTube will be like, oh no, you're stealing. Shut the fuck up, YouTube. So a lady walked away from the car. She forgot to put it on fucking park. Oh my God. Listen, they say when it's not time to go, it's not time to go. And she still didn't notice. How? How do you not notice that's your car fucking backing up? So this lady pulls over to take a look at a car that she wants to purchase. That's a car for sale. And she forgets to put it in fucking park. Good job. Great job, lady. Great job, lady. Now, here's this video I came across. Now, I always wonder how other animals see the world, how insects see the world. But then I come to the conclusion. How do you know? How do you know? You can do all your studies you want, but you can't use their eyes to see, so you will never know exactly how they see. But apparently, they say that this is how bees see you. I wonder if you're a piece of shit. I wonder what color it looks. So if I'm a piece of shit, what color does it look? But at the end of the day, listen. You can fucking tell me that this is how bees look. But you don't fucking know. Because you don't have bee eyes. If you had bee eyes, I'll be like, hey man, yeah, you're fucking right. This is how they see you. Yeah, you must be telling us the truth. You're not lying. But over here, it's just a fucking theory. You don't know that for sure. You don't know that until you change your eyes into bee eyes, then you're not going to know for sure if that's the reality of that. But anyways, I'm glad I fucking got that out of my chest because I've been wanting to say, you know what? I've been wanting to say it forever. Forever, I've been wanting to tell people like, listen, it's not the generational thing. It's just not the generation fault. It's not the generation that we have today that's why the world is fucked up. The world is fucked up today because the people that you are blaming that are fucked up today are your children. You're the one that's saying that this generation won't ever come back, but because you pushed it into that direction. The generation didn't get to be that way because it went into that direction. It went into that direction because you're the parents of that fucking generation and you allowed all that to happen. And that's why we're in the predicament we are today. So, that being said, ladies and gentlemen in the non-binary, please hit the subscribe button. And we'll come back and complain some more next week. I can give more subjects, but that's it for today. Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, deuces.
For our 2 cents.